Aw. Just gotten inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. So he yeeted you over the thing. That's what we're supposed to believe happened this time. No shit, Your Honor. Yeah, sure. Okay. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Is it now? Okay.
Hold it!
Yup, that'll be Mr. Windibank. Yup. Gina had threatened Windibank into the storeroom. Why would he have emerged? Because she wasn't actually threatening to kill him and just wanted to get into the storeroom and was willing to release him into the main part of the shop so as to kick other people out? It's reasonable, maybe? Didn't see Gina. Okay.
Hold it!
So did you have your gun drawn, or... Yeah, was that actually not true? Yeah, you did. You did. He was. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah. Of course not. Oh. So he had the... Okay. It was better. Well, you're a very tiny man. You're a relatively yeetable fellow. Right. Yep. We've heard all this. It was not the sound of the gunshot that shocked you, it was you being thrown. You were hucked. You were a projectile. Convenient. They've got a silent alarm. Great. I'm sure that's a thing that definitely existed in the late 1800s. They ran straight into the cops. He wound up getting shot for it. By a guy who had it in for him, so sucks to be him. You pulled your gun. He fucking ran.
Hold it!
I don't necessarily believe that. You were just trying to spook him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Okay. Something doesn't quite ring true. Huh. Why would Mr. Windibank run away into the storeroom? Ginny may or may not have had a gun. Mm-hmm. How did the gun end up in Windibank's hands again? It's conceivable that Gina just gave it to him. Like... Never had nothing to do with killing him. Okay. So the game has made a point to harp on why would he go into the room with Gina? Which is a good question. He liked it through the door. Why would he do that if he had a gun? Why would he do that if Gina had a gun? Why would he do that?
Hold it!
Let's press this last statement. Get the you've gone through all the testimony chat. See if maybe that just advances the plot. Because sometimes it's just press everything and it advances the plot. You tried to open the door. It was locked from the inside. Wouldn't budge an inch. That's the facts as currently presented. If only there was a hole in the wall the size of a dude through which anyone could have crawled. Then anyone could have crawled through the hole. I mean, that's probably bad, but... I mean, there could have been. I don't have a goddamn lick of evidence yet, but I feel like it's a bad idea for the defense attorney to say that his client is the only person who possibly could have shot Mr. Windibank. It's probably a bad idea. That's a good question. What is my point? Do I have a point? That's true. Who died in the conflagration? I have no idea who died in that conflagration. Could have been some random street tough. Could have been a dummy. Could have actually been Magnus McGilded, and I'm just galaxy braining this. Could be a person we haven't discussed yet, such as the never actually dead corpse of Magnus McGilded. Oh boy. From what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim? Okay. Can prove there's a credible new alternative. Yeah. Why would he run back into the... Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions presented. from where that person could have fired the gun. Okay. We remember... Actually, I can look at this in the court record. So in the court record, we have the floor plan of the crime scene, which shows that the victim is here and Gina's here. It's entirely possible the victim is found here. Come to think of it, if this door is open, which granted it wasn't, could have been anywhere along here. Could have been anywhere in this hallway if this door is open. But my original hypothesis is that the victim is here, the killer is here. Indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Right there.
Take that!
In the storeroom. Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? Exactly where his body was found.
Take that! Objection!
Uh-oh. Yeah. Uh-oh. How? How? From where did the... Yeah. Yeah. Do I? Do I? Yeah. But it could have been someone else. In the... Okay. What if he was shot when the door was open? When he was going in? I don't feel good about this anymore. I don't know what the game's going for here. Okay. From where that person could have fired the gun. This makes sense just in the sense of it could have happened. Like, it seems reasonable that a person shooting from here could shoot a person here and have that person fall and die here. Also, I feel like, you know, this is one of those, the game has a very specific area in mind, and this little tiny area right here does seem like the kind of thing that they could cordon off for a, here's your potential shooter location.
Take that!
Where was the victim at the time? The victim was basically in the doorway.
Take that!
I don't feel good
Objection.
about that. That feels wrong. Position is absurd. My answers are clearly flawed. Okay. Maybe that was just too cute. Maybe it was just shooters back here, behind the counter, victims in the storeroom, doors open.
Take that!
Where was the victim? Victims in the storeroom.
Take that!
This is already different. I fucking tried that, and you fucking told me it was fucking wrong. Mm-hmm. Nope. He had to have died right there. He was in the storeroom. Mm-hmm. So Nash pulls Nash's gun, causing Windibank to scurry away. Unbeknownst to Windibank, when he yeeted Ringo, Ringo grabbed Windibank's gun. So now Ringo is in possession of Windibank's gun. Windibank runs past Ringo into the storeroom. Ringo shoots Windibank. This all tracks and makes sense, and is perfectly logical and reasonable. I'm just disappointed that my Magnus My Gilded hypothesis may have been bullshit, and it's just possible that he just died in a conflagration. Which, okay. Aww. Hmm. Yeah. Almost as if a tiny person did it, like a Ringo guy. We've gone out of our way to establish that Ringo's a tiny guy. Ringo's a tiny guy. Mm-hmm. What? So he's leaning. What? Okay, I need. Hold on. I need Balthier. Balthier, come here. You're gonna represent Mr. Windibank. So Mr. Windibank is running for his life, right? Run for his life. But he's leaning forward on account of the running. And then because of the sprinting and the running and the leaning forward, there's a bullet that goes through, which means if you adjust that to what if his spine was like that, it becomes an upward trajectory? Is that what we're getting at? Is that what we're doing here? I think that's what they're saying here, which is... okay. I mean, I feel like we could have just as easily established this with, let's see here. Harley, you can represent Ringo. We could just as easily say that you've got Mr. Windibank and then Ringo. And if Ringo's gonna shoot Mr. Windibank, it's gonna have to shoot up to do it. So you're gonna shoot up. But okay. Alright. Listen, we got there, and that's what matters. This doesn't solve, like... I mean, this is sweet and simple, and it doesn't solve any of the questions. Like, what the fuck is going on with Sholmes and Susato, and what's the deal with the Supreme Court, and what's all this about trade secrets, and why is there a Russian revolutionary on the jury, and did Magnus McGilded actually die in the conflagration, or All of these questions remain unanswered by this neat and tidy explanation of the murder of a shopkeep, but okay.
Objection!
Well, yeah. It's a small problem. Someone like Gina, who didn't realize... I mean, there is someone else who could have locked the door. It doesn't make any sense for Gina to do that, but... Okay. Fences, the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. Who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? It's gotta be the defendant, Your Honor. I didn't say she was smart. I just said she wasn't a murderer.
Take that!
It could be Gina. She heard that there were gunshots. She panicked. She protected herself. She closed and locked the door, and then she realized that she was all... and she grabbed the gun for self-defense, the gun that somehow got into the storeroom through means we haven't identified yet, and she grabbed the gun for self-defense, and then realized that she was all alone with a corpse and panicked and passed out. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna hold up, but...
Objection!
Okay. Yes. Panic. Protection. Robbers. She's stupid. She's very dumb. What you don't understand is that she's stupid. She was... Oh boy. I mean, yeah. There are two guys with guns outside the door. There were two guys with guns outside the door. Of course you'd close and lock the door. Now, how one of those guns comes to be in the room with you, we haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, that had happened. Yeah, listen to the 10-year-old child. Listen to my new and upgraded Maya. Now, in earlier iterations of this series, a new and upgraded Maya means that Mia is possessing her and, well... But this is a completely and totally different take on the concept of a new and upgraded Maya. Anyway... Mr. Windibank must... Yeah, that's you. You're the intruders. Uh-huh. Victim fled back through the storeroom door because, oh shit, these guys have guns. Oh, wait, these guys have guns. So it ended poorly for him. Uh-huh. Probably would have panicked and closed and locked the door. I still don't see how the gun Ringo used to shoot Windibank winds up in the storeroom in this scenario, but, you know. It seems it tracks, kinda. It doesn't really line up with... We ain't... Oh, Nash. Nash, you just sold your brother down the river!
Objection!
Nash. You did. You did indeed shoot Herlock Sholmes. It's a factual statement. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's true. You're not fully fledgedly wrong. I feel like there's a... Are we gonna get an everybody says not guilty and then the prosecution says, wait a second? those three brothers. Oh, poor Bobby Fishnchips. It's not the first time ever, Ryu. You've successfully earned multiple acquittals. You've convinced whole, entire, and paneled juries of the innocence of your clients on more than one occasion. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel as though it's all about to fall to shit. It may be about to fall to shit. Which, I mean, listen, it doesn't stand up to much scrutiny, so... Scrutinize away, my boy. Hey. It's not a conjuring trick, it's just somewhat dubious lawyer facting. That's all. Yeah. It does. Listen, I fully acknowledge it contains a fatal flaw. This is the problem with puzzle-solving games. It's when the player is smarter than the game, it becomes frustrating for the player. So... Yeah. The obvious question is, how does Gina come to be in possession of the gun? How does Gina come to be in possession of the gun? Don't eat your wine into the fire. Count bullets. Well, I mean... Uh-oh. Are we finally acknowledging the fact that there's a bullet in the calendar and that's a problem? Because the fact that there's a bullet in the calendar is kind of a problem. Yeah. How many bullets were found at the scene of the crime? 1. I guess they're counting the one they found in the victim. Oh, you're counting that one too? So are we not counting the... Are we not counting the calendar bullet yet? Because there's a third bullet. Or are we saying that that bullet went through Sholmes and into the wall? Because if the Sholmes bullet is the calendar bullet, then I don't see a bullet problem. Okay. So we're saying the Sholmes bullet is the calendar bullet. Great. We know there are 2 firearms, each of which was fired once. This isn't a bullet problem, this is a gun location problem. Correct. These 2 brothers shot... Yeah, they did. Are you just curious as to how Ringo got Mr. Windibank's gun? Because I can tell you how Ringo got Mr. Windibank's gun. Yeah, Windibank was shot by Mr. Windibank's gun. This is a known fact. Okay, listen, buddy. The question is not how did Ringo get Mr. Windibank's gun. The question is, how did Mr. Windibank's gun then get to Gina? Because, like, I can tell you how he got Mr. Windibank's gun. Gina says, open the store. Okay, here's what happens, right? We're going to start from the photo of Gina, okay? The one that shows Gina holding the gun. This one right here. Gina's holding the gun, and she's threatening Mr. Windibank, and she says, let me in the fucking storeroom, right? Mr. Windibank's like, okay, I'll let you in the fucking storeroom. And then he goes and he opens the door to the storeroom, and he and Gina go in the storeroom. But before then, Gina puts Mr. Windibank's gun back down on the counter, okay? Gina puts Mr. Windibank's gun back down on the counter, and then Nash and Ringo break into the store. Nash and Ringo break into the store. Mr. Windibank in the storeroom hears the commotion, goes out to the front, sees that Nash has a gun, charges Nash, realizes as he's charging Nash, he yeets Ringo over the counter. Right? He yeets Ringo over the counter. He charges Nash, and then he's like, wait, shit, Nash has a gun! That's bad! So he scampers for his life, goes back around the counter, starts booking it into the storeroom. Ringo, having been yeeted over the counter, grabs his gun from the counter and shoots him! And then something Gina winds up in possession of Windibank's gun. I don't know how that part happens, but that part happens. Or is Ryu just not happy? Is Ryu just not happy? Are we gonna say Ordar a few more times? Oh, he's just gonna backflick. Okay. Yep. Don't eat your wine at the people. Don't huck your wine at the plebeians, would you? I mean, that's true. Okay. That's an established and conceded fact. I wouldn't... Okay. Yeah. Well, she did do that. I'm not gonna lie, she did do that. It's true that she did that. You have a disc. You have a disc. Oh, crap. Oh, you have a disc that purports to be the oh, crap. You have a disc containing the last will and testament of Magus McGilden. Oh, Balderdash. Okay. Anything belonging to... Okay. Okay. Yeah. True? Uh-huh. And... Okay. You don't... Okay, but you haven't actually refuted my argument yet. Buddy, my argument has more holes than a hunk of Swiss cheese. Why don't you poke some of them? You don't have to malign my defendants and... Okay.
Hold it!
Bobby? Bobby? You... I'm sorry, are you revealing to the court that you had a secret deal with the prosecution not to introduce evidence that would have been important to the trial? Bobby? Bobby, are you revealing a great malfeasance has occurred? Bobby, are you presently pulling the wool out from over the eyes of the public and showing that the cops and the prosecution work hand in hand, not for the pursuit of justice, but for the pursuit of convictions? Bobby? 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 Are you perhaps revealing that there's something on this disc that the public shouldn't see? Mayhaps something that implicates one male Strongheart in the revelation of secret trade secrets to as yet unknown foreign powers? Bobby? Bobby, are you suggesting that Mr. Van Zieks is about to commit an espionage? Is he doing a legal treason thing? Oh boy. Oh. Oh, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, you need to be less subtle. You need to be more subtle, I mean, in perhaps reminding your prosecutor of the fucking massive top-down conspiracy to defraud justice simply for the sake of defrauding justice. Bobby! Bobby! Samurai Sam dropping a crab rave to celebrate the conspiracy. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, something tells me that this game's gonna try to do a Van Zieks face turn, which, well, good luck with that. Okay. Uh-huh. It's a disc, it's got blood, it says for McGilden. We're familiar. I mean, yeah. Actually, you haven't really established motive. I guess your alleged motive is just kind of general burglarism. You're not really interested in the actual reason she was actually there. Well, okay. I'm sorry, did you just say the prosecution rests? Because, buddy, I don't think the prosecution should be resting at this time, but... Uh-huh. Shut up. Oh, boy. Buddy, are we gonna have to summationally examine you again? Uh-huh. Ah, boy. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Yeah, this is gonna go poorly.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty.
Shithead.
Guilty.
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 Go overthrow a communism, would you, buddy?
Objection!
Lurkin, go 9-9, would you? Rockabye Lurkin, you're gonna die. I fucking hate you and your bad eyes. I don't know, I didn't think of the second line there.